Hello, parents. Most of you know that I worked in distance learning for about 10 years. And when my kids were small, about the age your kids are right now, I was homeschooling them also. For a while, I did both distance learning and homeschooling my kids at the same time. So what I have for you are just a few suggestions that might make things go a little bit more smoothly. First of all, keep in mind that you are facilitators. You don't have to be the teachers right now. We're still teaching your kids. So when you run into things that you're not sure what they're supposed to do, or some piece of technology isn't working, go ahead and talk to us. The first suggestion would be communicate, communicate, communicate. If something's going wrong, let us know. If there's something, especially if there's something that works well, that helps your student to be more independent, please tell us that so that we can keep doing the things that are working and that are simplifying things for everybody, and especially the things that are helping the kids be more independent. My second suggestion is to have a dedicated place where all the things are kept. I know some people have elaborate, fancy homeschool classrooms. That's great, but it's not going to make what you need to do a whole lot more effective, especially for the 2 months that you're looking at right now. The main thing is you want to have a spot for all the stuff to go. Otherwise, it's easy for it to get picked up and lost somewhere around the house, and then when it's time to actually do it, you're spending 5-10 minutes here and there trying to locate everything, and that can add up pretty quickly. It doesn't have to be something really huge and elaborate. This is a lovely set of wooden drawers I got from IKEA. And here's a lovely file folder, paper holder thing that my mom got for me at Costco several years ago. But absolutely, just a cardboard box in the corner of the room somewhere works just as well, unless you're trying to impress company that you aren't having over anyways. Just a dedicated spot to keep those supplies means that you don't have to be looking for stuff at the last minute all the time. A third suggestion, maybe not everyone needs, but if you're having a lot of trouble getting them switched into doing their work for the day, is to get dressed. So right now there are a lot of funny memes and videos going around about how people can work from home in their pajamas or just get dressed up like from the chest up and then waist down. You can just do whatever you want. And that works for some people, but for a lot of people, your brain really does operate a little differently when you're dressed in a certain way. So if they're having trouble getting started on their work, but they're still in their pajamas, you may want to establish it as part of your day that they get up and they get dressed right away. Having a predictable rhythm and routine to the day is really helpful also. It doesn't have to be exactly a set schedule, but a predictable flow to their days gives students a lot of security. And then when they have that security, their brain is more free to puzzle out problems and apply themselves to learning new ideas. So when we talk about routine, we're kind of talking about the order of things that happen. Not necessarily a schedule where there's a set time for everything, but the order things happen in. When we're talking about rhythm, we're kind of talking about the thing that gives shape and structure and good flow to that routine. So if we're talking about a routine where there's sitting down work, sitting down work, sitting down work, that's not going to work for a lot of students. It doesn't work for a lot of adults. For a lot of kids, they can work for about 45 minutes, and then they need about 15 minutes of break. I structure my classroom day around that we can focus maybe for up to 45 minutes, but then we need 15 minutes of moving or singing or anything that's going to get their brain going differently. Connected to rhythm and routine is the idea of actually getting outside during some of those breaks. Getting out of doors resets kids' brains and reduces their stress levels in ways that you don't get if they're just inside getting some movement, doing a video or a game, something like that. My final and most important suggestion is actually just the reminder that our kids pick up on how we're feeling and they start to feel it too. So if we're letting ourselves watch the news a lot and feeling really anxious and worried, or if we're scrolling through Facebook a lot and getting really angry, those things are going to be very detrimental to our children. It's our responsibility now to make sure that we're offering them the emotional security that they need more than anything else at any point in their lives, but especially right now. So think about what you might need to do to offer that security, that calm, that trust to the students that they need so much in their lives. make the hard decision to do what you need to do to be able to have that inside you, because it's the only way you can offer it to them. For some of you, it might need to be taking an extra walk around the block. It might need to be more devotional time. If you're not sure what it is, feel free to call me and we can try to talk about it some. Also, including in the link to this description, I'm linking a video from the channel How to ADHD. I know a lot of you are not ADHD and your children aren't either. Whether you are or aren't, she had a video with some suggestions on how to learn or work from home that were really good suggestions, really that would apply to anybody in any situation, whether or not you have ADHD. So even if you don't know how to find the video description, your students should be able to find that for you now and help you find that video. It's about 10 minutes long if you'd like to watch that one as well. Again, like always, communicate, communicate, communicate. Let me know if there's something that I can be doing that would be more helpful. Even if you're not sure what it is, if something's just not working, go ahead and tell me that too. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.